It is right next to a road. The dramatic image which was captured on a dash cam as well of this power station just about 3.5 hours ago, which was hit. Remember, I was in Tel Aviv at that moment, and we also had to rush into the bunker after this alert was sounded. And it was this area in southern Israel, in the port city, which has been, in fact, hit by an Iranian missile. You would see this entire boundary wall completely collapsed, and the work on the reconstruction work has already begun as we speak. The heavy earth movers, being put into action, and the electricity it supplies electricity to civilian areas around this place that has been severely hampered. Many areas facing blackout at this moment, and I've been told that there is no certainty when the electricity would be back for those civilian areas. You would see on the screens as well at this moment that there are those workers trying to ensure that electricity can come back up. There are multiple areas where the work is going on as we speak, and it's almost a race against time, trying to in fact fix this for the population around, because they don't want civilian areas to be impacted beyond a point. But this exactly is one of the places where today the fresh volley of missiles which came in from Iran made direct impact just behind me. Let me also just remind our viewers very quickly that NDTV is the only Indian media reporting from this location. We went, remember, yesterday in locations around Tel Aviv. This is south of Israel, about 35 kilometers and 40-45 minutes away from Tel Aviv, where we are standing at this moment as we bring you these live images of this power plant which has been hit, and at this moment reconstruction work has already begun. At least two more places have also taken a hit of the Iranian missiles, and what we know, we tried to speak to some of the people here, not much detail coming in because they are not authorized to speak to the media. They are telling us that the effort is on to try and restore this. Now remember, yesterday, the attack which took place from Iran, the biggest volley of missiles that came in from the Iranian side was largely in the civilian areas that we saw in Tel Aviv and in the suburbs around it. This time, it is a critical infrastructure which provides electricity to citizens, and civilians around this area, which has been hit. Now, this would, in a way, would be seen as an escalation of the impact or the efforts which are being put in by Iran, and of course would be responded by the Israeli Defense Forces. Remember, already there are multiple videos coming in from Tehran where plumes of smoke can be seen after what seems to be a retaliatory strike which has been done by the Israeli Defense Forces and the Air Force. We also know that certain critical infrastructure in Iran, in central and eastern part of the country, have been hit, and post that this kind of impact that we are seeing here in Israel are only going to make the situation spiral further on the escalatory ladder as we speak. So, where I'm standing, in fact, right on the side of the road, the impact was so big that I can see a lot of debris just strewn around me as well. I will just show you how the broken, parts of the debris which came possibly from the wall that you see, half broken. This is where the impact is almost came down to the road, and we are also seeing, greater sort of, impact as well. It happened around 10:30 a.m. Local time. And it went on for at least this part of Israel. For the southern part of Israel, there were constant alerts and air raid sirens that went on for quite some time, for at least 15 to 20 minutes, though in Tel Aviv, the impact was for just a few minutes. But on your screens, we are showing you first images of the power station, a critical infrastructure here in Israel, southern Israel, which has been hit by the Iranian missiles. What I'll try and do, I can just see that there is some sort of, there's some briefing which is going on. I will try and see if I can capture some audio and give you guys a sense of what we are hearing at this moment.
After maybe half an hour after we get the information, the teams arrived there. A lot of people here without electricity now. No, in the first very moment, it was something. There was something like 8,000 customers without electricity, but within 40-45 minutes, we did necessary operations, and now after 45 minutes, all our customers in the area had the electricity, and now our teams are working here only to take care about all the damages that we did.
But it's the first time that we see an energy infrastructure being targeted by Iran in this war, right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they tried sometimes, but only now it was very close. It wasn't, as a matter of fact, in the device, it was near the device, but our devices are very robust, and our teams are very good trained, and we have, as a matter of fact, with our life, very good experience in such kind of operations, and I'm sure that something in the 4 or 5 hours never will see that something happened here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We need to but it's dying.
I got the name.
Do you want to continue?
Yeah. Sure. Okay, so you were hearing at this moment one of the officials from this power station speaking and telling us that this is probably the first time. In fact, he said the first time where a power infrastructure has been hit in the ongoing crisis with Iran. And the one he was in fact saying that in the after first 45 minutes, it fell about 8,000 customers were impacted by the power outage, and within 45 minutes they were at least able to restore some part of the electricity, and now at this moment all their customers are getting electricity, and in the next 4 to 5 hours, as per them, if you come here you would probably find no signs of this kind of a strike. They also said that the missile did not hit the critical part of the power generation here at this plant. It was largely at the periphery on the boundary wall and around that area where the damage took place. And now at this moment workers are doing their best to restore this entire infrastructure. I can also see right next to the road as well, broken pieces flying, the other debris which must have flown in and would have in fact fallen here. So this is a very, very important piece of news that we are breaking here on NDTV. For the first time, very first time, a power plant, a critical infrastructure has been targeted and impacted by the Iranian missiles, Deepti.